Hello.
Hi, I'm Mr. Cotton.
I'm Mr. Gardner.
Welcome back to another video on our Scratch Maze game. You can probably tell this time we're going to be talking about sound effects in our game. A little bit like what we've got in the background there.
Just going to turn that off.
That's much better.
So we're going to look at importing sound effects.
Playing those sound effects.
And looping some music clips like we had going on just there.
Okay, I will describe it to you if you'd like to take...
You can do the driving.
Yeah.
Okay. So, right. Here's our game so far. We've got a crab and a maze and a few things to pick up, a couple of fish, and then a bad guy, a shark chasing after us.
I'd like a sound effect to play when I pick up the fish.
Okay, so where do we need to do all this? How do we do this?
We need to put the code to play when you pick the fish up on the fish rather than the crab.
If we talk about this fish here, if I double click him,
double click him and you'll get to his code.
And he's fish 1, and now I can see the script for that fish.
Already we've said when we click the green flag, show it if it's not on the screen already, and if we ever touch the crab, hide.
Yeah.
But we also want to say in there, play a sound as well as hiding.
Okay, so what's the first step in
First step is actually importing the sound into Scratch in the first place.
Okay.
Okay, so you might notice there is a sound tab at the top there.
Oh, up here?
Yeah.
Click that?
Yes, please. And import.
Oh, there's a record option as well.
If you wanted to record your voice into the microphone, you could use that button.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
But let's go with import for right now.
Yeah. And there's a load of stuff that it gives you of possible sound effects.
Let's have a look in effects. Ooh.
That would normally be a bad sound. I think it'd be better than that.
I've gone pop.
Okay.
And if I press play, it just sounds like that.
Okay, fine. So you've imported the sound into that sprite. Yep. What is important to know at this point, that you have imported that sound into that sprite. So if you duplicate the code in a minute onto the other items you want to pick up, it won't work until you've imported the sound onto every single sprite.
Might have a different sound for different fish.
Very possibly. But if we return back to these scripts...
Up here.
Yeah. You now need to go to the sound category at the top left-hand corner.
Kind of pink colour.
Yeah. Now we can drag in, play a sound pop. It doesn't matter whether it's before or after the hide, but it needs to be in that forever loop.
I'm going to go before, but...
Yep.
Should we test our game?
Yes, absolutely, yeah. Green flag.
Okay.
May I?
Yeah. Wait for it. Hey, a little pop at the end. Lovely. You might not have heard that on the video, but still.
It did work, I can assure you.
Okay. So, that's all good, well and good, and I can understand how I can do that for fish too, but what about a little bit of background music?
Okay, background music is where it's slightly more complicated, that we need to keep repeating the same sound over and over again, because the music is probably 10 or 11 seconds long, and that's it.
Okay.
And what you need to do, where to place the code is actually on the stage for this one.
Alright, so click on the stage down here.
Yeah, the reason I'm putting some code in on the stage is because this isn't sprite specific. So it doesn't matter which sprite this goes on. So if you ever want to find this code easily, if it's more generic, put it in the stage and you can find it more easily. So I'm going to say, when we click the green flag, so we need to drag that in. We've already got switch to background 1, so we could actually attach it to this bit of code, or if you wanted clarity, you could start a new one.
Okay, I like your clarity ideas. We'll have a new one.
Okay, so, and we're going to say forever.
Yep, because we want the music to keep going while you're playing.
Yep, and again, now we can go back to sounds on the top, and import again. And this time, if we go back, you see there's a music loops folder there?
Yeah, I saw that earlier.
Yeah, have a play with some of these.
Okay, so moody, kind of like the sea, xylophone.
See, they're about 8 seconds-ish, 9 seconds. This one's a bit longer actually.
That's quite a long one. Guitar. Quite like it. What about
I personally
techno?
like.
Let's go with this techno one then. Okay, so we got a sound out on the stage called techno.
You'll notice as well, if you click stop there for a minute, you see the numbers underneath the word techno there. It tells you it's 8 seconds long, that clip, and that's important. So if we go back to scripts, what you could say in forever, go back to sounds.
Sounds.
Yeah, and in play techno.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you click the green flag, here's what it does.
Okay.
So it hasn't even attempted to start playing it. That's because there's a very brief bit of silence at the beginning of that song, and it's just playing that little bit over and over again.
Okay.
So we need to delay it and tell it, play that song techno, but don't start playing it again until it's finished playing it.
How do we do that then?
It's 8 seconds long, so if we go to control and wait 1 second, drag that in, but change 1 to be something like 8 is too long because it will have a little bit of delay because of that silence. So if you say 7.5, 7.5
seconds
there.
Okay.
Yeah, and then try...
Green flag in it?
Yep, green flag that.
Oh, so sound.
Yeah, and it should loop round and start playing it again. About now. So a tiny bit of silence.
Could you go 7.4 if you want?
You can try those little numbers to really clear it up. Yeah. So
there we go.
Nice.
So that's how to put music in.
Yep.
And of course, if I wasn't anywhere near my fish and I started and stopped, let's do it. We'll get across the fish.
There you go. Job done.
Thank you very much.
Job's a good one.